I'm here with Jason Christensen from Concealment Solutions and Mark.
Mag holder Mark.
Mag holder Mark. The get in the van, I have candy Mark.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
And we are, let's see, we are out here in the wilderness.
Yeah, exactly.
to do some rabbit hunting.
Ava, the bird, is going to be wearing a GPS tag. It's a little electronic transmitter that will track her on Google Maps and show us where she is, how high she is, how fast she's going, all that stuff. It's really cool.
So Google Maps, you can see what the bird's doing, where it's at and everything.
Exactly. So if she goes off and
crazy.
and gets out of sight, you can say, oh, she's on that bush over there. It's amazing.
Huh.
I like that it tracks how fast she's going.
Yeah, it does.
All right,
'Cause that's impressive.
let's get a look at the bird.
Here's all our stuff. Here's a bag of tidbits made out of beef heart. That's her favorite. And we'll wear a vest, hopefully to carry all the dead rabbits back to the car. And then all of my junk. Somebody needs to carry the cane.
I'll be the cane man.
All right. I carry a cane too. I use it to pull the rabbit out of, or pull the bird when she catches a rabbit down a hole. You can reach down and grab around them and pull them out. And it also documents how many.
Oh, you got the kill marks?
Yeah, the kill marks.
Let's look at that.
So that's 100 of them the first time, and then this is most of this year so far.
So, is that all for the same bird, or are there?
So every bird that I have has their own stick.
Ooh. So how many kills total with this bird?
She's at about 170.
Dang, that's awesome.
So we're
Killing
getting
machine.
Okay.
She's a good bird. Now, we'll grab her out of her box. Her name is Ava. Hey, little bird.
What kind of bird is this one?
She is a Harris hawk. They are native to the extreme southern United States, like southern Arizona is the northernmost part of their range, and then down through Mexico, Central America, and as far south as Peru. Now she's going to fly over to her. She knows this spot really well.
So do you tend to go to the same hunting spots?
I only come to this one when because it's kind of close to town. So one of the things I try to do is go different places all the time.
So different places?
Yeah. But she likes this spot, and she knows the drill.
So what is she doing right now?
She's just kind of getting out, stretching her wings a little bit, and
stretching out after that bumpy ride?
yeah. Exactly. So now we got to go pay attention.
And as with most types of hunting, you do a lot of walking around.
Yeah, she got her eye on something, doesn't she?
She did. Now hopefully she can. See, I don't even know why I bothered talking up here. Oh, there's another one just ran up over there. There goes another one. It's a good spot. Screaming. We had to run up over it. She's looking really hard.
I was gonna say she's going up onto that hill.
Well, she was taking a crack at it, and then ho ho ho! Yeah, Benny, yeah!
Yeah, but she didn't come up either.
There's a little drop off over here.
Oh.
That where she went?
Oh.
There she is. You missed it. He's like, yeah, I want a reward anyway. All right, little bird. Little snack. Parrots and stuff like that.
So the cane that you're holding doubles as a rabbit scaring device?
Yep, and about once every 5 years I actually kill my own rabbits.
Oh, really? And helps you hike.
Yeah, exactly.
And keeps track of the kills.
And keeps track of the kills, exactly. Yeah, I feel I can't even go for a hike without my cane anymore.
Did she ever go after another bird?
Well, if you have a field with a lot of jackrabbits in it, in our sagebrush, you see how all these things are
chopped.
nibbled
Yeah.
off. That's what the jackrabbits do.
They cut it off but don't eat it, or what?
Well, they cut it off and they eat the spot that's like up on the stem enough that it's full of sap and juice and stuff. But yeah, they just sort of nibble around. You'll find sagebrush with just all this stuff scattered around it, and that's how you tell there's lots of jackrabbits.
One thing that was pretty interesting and cool was to watch how Mark and the bird worked together. Or I guess we worked as a hunting dog would work for a hunter normally. But as we'd move around to the next location, the hawk would go find the highest perching spot, keep its eyes out, and look for rabbits. So did you just call her with the whistle?
Yeah.
I also thought it was pretty dang awesome that he could call the bird and communicate just with a whistle and some of the noises. Okay, here's a quick question. Male versus female. Is there a difference in hunting? Like, is
There is.
one better than the other?
Not necessarily better, but they're designed for basically different quarries. The females are about a third larger than the males in the Harris hawks and most raptors. So the females are built basically for jackrabbits, and the males are much more efficient at catching things like birds and cottontails.
Oh,
So
okay.
the success rate would be kind of inverted with the male, maybe 80% cottontail, 20% jacks versus her is the opposite.
Okay. So the females have a size advantage.
They do. Size, power, and top speed, the males are much quicker to accelerate and have greater agility.
Okay.
It's like a fighter jet versus a bomber. Have it down in here somewhere.
As we walked around, you could see tons and tons of rabbit paw prints or footprints with the light snow. Look at those mountains, so beautiful.
And the rabbits with the rabbit to get them out of the bush.
So they're more afraid of the bird than they are of us walking around.
Yes, and that's the part of the reason for the cane, so you can sound bigger and scarier. I guess that one took way off. Great, it's going to be another really long flight. All right, little bird. Now we'll go. The last one we caught out here was right on top of that little hill over there. It was really surprising.
How much does that one weigh?
She weighs just barely over 2 pounds.
2 pounds.
And the jackrabbits that we're hunting are up to 7.
2-pound bird hunting 7-pound bunnies. We ended up seeing a bunch of rabbits running and scared out a few of them for Ava to chase, but she did dive bomb some but ended up not getting the kill. So we kept trying. So Mark, who controls the hunt? Like the direction you go? Is it you or is it her?
It's mostly her.
Mostly her?
Yeah. She's a much better hunter than I am.
So generally speaking, you'll follow her.
Yeah, you can try to influence it, you know, and like in this area, I know the perches that she really likes and where we've been successful before. But if she sees something the other direction,
she'll go for it?
She'll go for it, yeah.
Okay.
But
so if she's going in a direction you don't want her to go, do you start heading the opposite direction and call her, or what do you do?
It depends. You know, you don't have essentially positive control over the bird, so you just try to again influence and persuade.
Okay.
So
more of a team thing
exactly.
than like
It's
you
not
do what
you.
I say.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Or do you usually just stop after so many? Or
Well, with jackrabbits, you know, it's kind of challenging for the bird, and they get a little bit beat up with a. But three jackrabbits in a day, or a total of the highest number was 2 jackrabbits and 4 cottontail.
oh wow,
That was.
Does the bird just get tired out and tell you when it's done?
He does.
So how do you know when the bird is done?
She's really funny. If we're anywhere within sight of the car and she thinks she's done, she'll fly over and just completely ignore you, fly over and wait for you on the car.
So what happened?
We've had a couple of close calls with eagles. Falconers like to say that there's only 2 kinds of birds in the world. There's eagles and birds that eagles eat. But you know, that's why I really enjoy hunting with the dog, because the dog is a lot faster than we are through the sagebrush and stuff. And if she catches something, she just took a shot there. Red-tail a long time ago was wearing a knit cap. It stole my cap right off my head and took it up to the top of a telephone pole and shredded it.
it didn't like your hat, huh?
Oh, it loved my hat, I guess. Oh, yeah.
So what do you do about like during the week and like exercise or whatever, or do they just sit around?
I try to fly her, if everything's going well with my work schedule and stuff, I can fly her 4 times a week, and that's sufficient. But yeah, it's a bummer. A lot of falconers. I even know falconers that work seasonally, so they work and then they quit their jobs and fly all season, and then. But every day would be great, but 4 days a week is probably, unless you can't reasonably expect to commit 4 days a week to it, is probably not a good falconry candidate.
Yeah, I'd make a horrible candidate.
Yeah,
And right here you can see that the hawk finds a rabbit, kind of lands first and then sees it, curves up, and then dive bombs down. But unfortunately, she missed. Here you can see a bunch of junk left over from some shooters. Come on guys, don't shoot your junk and leave it. And this is where she almost got another one, but the rabbit got away.
There's still more hunkered in down there, I know it.
Ava started to show signs of being tired, so we ended up circling back and working our way back towards the car. She getting tired?
A little bit. Thing that, but they're like, you're keeping that bird in captivity. The bird needs to be free. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. The bird is obviously captive and oh, she wants the fur from our last rabbit. Come on, little bird. Okay. So anyway, if the bird looks really, really stressed out and captive, doesn't she?
Hops right in.
Yeah, she loves her box. It's a safe space for her.
How old is she?
She is 3.5 years old.
3.5. How old do they live, and then how long is their hunting?
Right.
Like
in captivity, they can live 20 years. The longest I've heard is 29 years. But you would expect them to have a hunting career of 15 or more years. Just kind of taper off in their retirement years.
And then do they get like old and fat in retirement? Like
kind of.
kind of like people.
Yeah, exactly.
So no rabbits today.
No rabbits.
It's kind of
darn it.
Kind of like regular fishing and hunting.
Yep.
You can do everything the same as you normally do, but
we normally catch something, but today we didn't have luck. Over the course of this season, we usually catch something 3/4 of the time that we go out, and but not today.
And you're gonna go out later today.
I am.
You're gonna go back out.
Yeah.
I guess that keeps you healthy, right? Like walking around and everything.
Yeah, it's important. It's a really nice to get out and at least walk in the desert.
Yeah, cool. So this is the birdhouse?
Yes, this is the birdhouse.
You just use like a shed, like a tough shed or whatever?
Yep, it's a tough shed. They thought I was really weird when I ordered a 12-foot tough shed, and I told them I wanted a 4-foot hallway.
And then insulation, heating.
This area here is where the bird lives, and this.
Is it okay to step in?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to pull the outside door shut? But inside here, I've got on a thermostat a heater that keeps it just above freezing. And then this stuff is coroplast. It's the stuff that they make those political signs out of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can get that in 4x8 sheets. And
you have a little camera up there.
Yep.
Keep an eye on her.
A little webcam.
So the squawking that she's making, is that...
Well, she's mostly squawking because you guys are in her house. And she's like, this is a little...
It's like not normal.
Weird. Yeah, not normal.
And then is that the puffing out the wings and stuff too? Kind of like, hey, you're...
She's just being a little... This is a stranger situation when...
So I was going to ask, because I didn't get it on camera. Like when she likes to be pet, right?
She does, yeah.
Particular...
Yeah, not all birds are like that, but some are.
And not on the head or anything.
She doesn't like it when you try to pet her on the top of the head, but she really
underneath.
likes it since she's a female bird, and kind of maybe, sometimes she gets a little broody. And, so she seems to like to be pet on her breast, and she'll I'll usually come out here and sit with my back against a wall. She'll hop down and sit on my knee and preen, and then go to sleep, and we hang out for a few minutes every night. But, yeah, she's unusually friendly and nice.
And is that green part? Is that like her favorite perching spot?
Yeah, that's one of them. You try to give them a variety of perching surfaces so that their feet can be really healthy. Foot problems for captive raptors are one of the things you worry about. So she's got a wide variety of perching surfaces.
Okay.
This area here, she really likes to wipe her beak on it. And captive birds, their beaks can overgrow.
You put sandpaper on there.
I put sandpaper on it, and look at her beak. It's perfect.
So she sands down her beak.
Yeah, exactly.
On that. Okay, here's another question. How does she manage to get the poop on the wall?
Hawks are like the Olympic athletes of pooping. They're amazing. If you feed her a lot, she can poop like almost 7 or 8 feet away from her. She lifts her tail and they projectile poop really, really far.
Wow.
You can see that's what happens. Now falcons and parrots poop straight down. So they can be on perches with just a little thing around the bottom, and it's no big deal. But hawks, you need to.
So it just you got some velocity coming out.
Yep. And then I usually on a yearly basis I'll replace the carpet and stuff. I use a shop vac and just keep it. It is not sanitary compared to your house, but compared to a bird house, this is actually really super sanitary. So.
Cool.
And she's got her. She likes to sit up here with the sun coming in, and she suns herself, and she's got her bath pan, and so she's happy.
Cool. Sounds like she wants us to get out of her house.